Pisces, new moon in Cancer. Holy Spirit, angel guides, spirit guides, what is the message for Pisces under this new moon in Cancer, this buck moon? Message, spirit. You're taking your goals more seriously than ever. Sagittarius energy, the wheel is turning. You definitely are paying attention to your feelings and your emotions, keeping them in control. What else, Spirit? What else is going on with Pisces under this new moon? Let me see one thing here. Fifth house. Yeah, you're thinking about children, family. That's a Leo. That's the sun. The best card in the deck. Very high vibrational. Taking things much more seriously than ever. Seven of Wands, very protective over whatever this next move is. That's how serious you are, putting up boundaries. The star could involve an Aquarius, but it is freedom, very high vibrational, outgoing energy, communicating a lot of positive stuff. This is your hope, your dreams, hoping for your wish fulfillment. Queen of Wands, looking very attractive, very confident, self-assured. You're sure about something. You're very serious. You're diligent. You are intentional. Okay. It has to do with your heart, King of Cups. And establishing the delicate balance between your head and your heart. Oh, this has something to do with your wish fulfillment. King of Wands. Okay. There's something deceptive. Isn't that the way it is? Whenever the Emperor appears, something to distract you, to slow you down, make you trip, fall. That's what the Seven of Swords is here. And it's at the center. Why? Because everything is going pretty good for you. You're focused. You know where you're headed. But the Seven of Swords at the center could be self-sabotage. You telling yourself nay about something. This won't happen. That won't happen. Something like that. But with all of this positive energy around you, this is internal. This is a sign of your strength here with the Emperor and the High Priestess. It's an inner knowing. You don't need validation on the outside. There's something with the Ten of Swords. A cycle could be ending, a karmic cycle. Or you're being advised to end any type of turmoil, especially if you're getting serious and you want to do something regarding your wish fulfillment, something positive. I do see the King and the Queen of Wands here. You two know what you want to do in the future. There is a seriousness here. You're a king, you're a queen, and the Emperor is here. This pertains to your wish fulfillment. The King of Cups shows up because he's ready to give that cup. Look, he's extending his cup. He's going to give it to somebody. And he is a king of discernment. He doesn't just give that cup out randomly. So somebody is serious. Yes, this is that family energy. But there is some concern. What are you concerned about? I don't know. Harmony, emotional stability, the Ten of Cups. Thinking that somebody's going to bring you harmony and emotional stability. Yes, this is it. Somebody wants to pop the question. That's marriage there. You are taking this very seriously. You're getting very serious about everything. Yeah, there's an inner knowing and intuitiveness. Begin to pray and meditate on what you want. That brings it in. Absolutely. Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here? What does Pisces need to know? Transform. Something's ending so that things can change. So this new moon, there is something with the Ten of Swords here and the Seven of Swords in the middle that needs to be addressed. It's almost like preparing for happily ever after requires something to change, something to transform, a release, an ending. And that could be different for all of you. You just have to clear away something so you can welcome new energy in. Okay. What else, Spirit? I see that you're doing very good for yourself. Nine of Pentacles. Some of you have gotten a new job. So others of you are working on your resume, getting it out there. Somehow you've achieved something. You're independent, declining outside contributions, self-sufficient, looking very self-assured. That's why you're serious. You're getting serious. Some of you want to buy a house, a car, get your credit in order, get some money, save it for your wedding, your honeymoon. A lot of planning is going on. What else, Spirit? This is a time for there to be some truth, some clarity, anything that's hidden, obstructed, anything that you need to talk about, clear the air on, it needs to be done now. You have the Seven of Swords twice, and then the Ace of Swords. Some truth has to be shed on something that's been hidden, a lie, some type of deception, in order for you to experience victory and triumph. Because I see everything else is positive, locked and loaded, ready for this next move. Except for there is this Seven of Swords, and you have that twice. It's not going anywhere. Okay, Spirit, what else? But you have the Ace of Swords there. That will correct it. You also have the High Priestess twice. You intuitively know the Spirit is talking to you. You don't need further clarification. I said that before. Okay. What else, Spirit? What is this? Summer. Now is the time. Insatiable, uncontrollable desires, must have, hunger for pleasure, ravenous. I don't know who is acting that way, but this is about you getting it together with regard to, you could be sabotaging yourself, like telling yourself mistruths, and pay attention to that because we're in Mercury retrograde and there is miscommunication even to ourselves, right? Because it's kind of hard for both energies to be in existence. This is kind of uncertainty, disbelief, hoping that something doesn't come out with the Seven of Swords. Yeah, hiding something rather than going into this on a higher note, clarity and truth. That's how real love starts off. God-sent love, agape love, is always comes in truth and clarity. Because what can you really build on a lie, or hiding the truth, or, you know, bringing something that weighs you down in the past forward? Right. Somebody could have a big ego, get triggered. This is about being vulnerable more than ever, especially if you're talking Four of Wands, marriage, right? Vulnerable, honest. Yeah, no illusions. And Pisces, you're ruled by the 12th house, but you're coming into this new moon under the 5th house, which is children, marriage, the sun, everything being revealed, enlightened, right? This is not a time to hide anything, especially if you are trying to commit to somebody. All right, Spirit, tell me more. The King and the Queen of Wands is here. What does Pisces need to know? The King and the Queen of Wands is here. What does Pisces need to know, Spirit? Be open. Because the sun is going to reveal it. Eventually, what's done in the dark, it always comes out. Be open. First two words, accept divine guidance in your relationship. And that's what he has said. The Ace of Swords is here. You also have the Ace of Wands. There's a lot of passion between you two. What else, Spirit? The signs are there. The signs are there. But there's also something else there that has the potential to blow this out of the water, kind of. That's what I'm feeling. Like you can't begin something new on a lie. It's just not going to be a solid foundation. Okay. And this is an important relationship. You two have had a past life together, 1212 on the clock when I said that. A past life together. You're supposed to be together, but one lie, right? One mistruth can jeopardize the trust you two have. That's what Spirit is talking about. It's not worth it. I don't know. Is it them or is it you, Pisces? But somebody needs to come clean. Okay. What do they want to say? Does somebody want to say something? You're taking your goals and your life much more seriously than ever. Yeah. Yeah, they see a little part of you in everyone that they meet. Good stuff. They keep comparing you to others, but there's really no comparison, Pisces. No. There's only one of you. Yeah, when they're away from you, they're only fooling themselves because they want to be right back in your presence. They're always looking at your picture or memorabilia, something that you brought them. Yes, this person admires you. This is an energy of... Spirit says keep the focus on you, on your goals, obtaining them. Find ways to fill up your cup. Be self-full. Because, you know, people with this Seven of Swords, you don't know what it is. Some of you do know, but others of you have no idea. Keep your mind centered on ways to fill up your cup. Be self-full. Follow your heart. Always trust your intuition. It's deep within. Address anything external that triggers you, whether or not it's even worth your energy and attention. Address them one by one, Spirit says. Remain in a self-healing state, balancing your heart and your head so that you're ready to receive something new, but it has to be reciprocal. And if given the chance, always go high, always tell the truth, say it up front. This way you're not wasting your time. If they're not down with it, you'll know right away. That's what Spirit is saying too. This is about you just offering the best version of yourself. You are the emperor. You're always going to come with integrity, truth, and clarity. And that's what you expect in return. That's right. That's right. Tell me about work. Something new in terms of career, creativity for Pisces. Very creative sign, artist. What else? You feel a lot deeply about the arts. What else for Pisces spirit? A position of power. You're being called to lead in some area. Time to step into your sovereignty and guide others with compassion. You're very compassionate. So some of you could actually be promoted in the near future into a position of power, working with people. People notice that you're compassionate. That works well in your line of work. Some of you are feeling more independent, more in a position of power. Leo energy is confidence and courage. Strength card. Yeah, you like this new version of you shining a light. Pisces. You're in a growing phase right now. Continue to plant seeds and water them. That's going to allow you to reap the harvest. Yeah, continue to cultivate, to advance. Absolutely. It's all in the timing, and right now, anything you do right now will make a difference. Timing is everything. Okay. Put your desires and wants on the table. Get serious about what you want, because you're taking your goals more seriously than ever. This is about you getting exactly what you want by asking for it, by putting forward the action. The sky is the limit. Ask for what you want. Just put it out on the table. You have everything. All the tools exist inside of you to make it work and for you to succeed. You do have to put in the effort. Once you do, you're going to excel like quickly. Things are going to take off. And for those of you that work with your hands or work fixing problems, you're going to see it's like you have the solution for everything that's being presented to you. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. Yes, you are very serious. And that is what's going to bring you success. And nobody's able to take you off your game either. Yes, 555, about change. Ruled by the 5th house, which is Leo also. This was to encourage you, and I hope that it did encourage you. You feel better, more encouraged than you did when you came. This is about you getting the right support. Anytime an obstacle presents itself, you need to know your angel guides, your spirit guides are all around you, ready to fight for you. Your creative work is your way out. For those of you thinking and focusing in that area, that is going to level you up quickly. Get prepared to handle the greater things in life for your highest good. That is why you've been placed where you are and you're on the right path. Continue to push through. There's a reward waiting at the finish line. You have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Yes, you have definitely something that transforms everything you've gone through in the past. It's new under this new moon in Cancer, and it has your name all over it. Thank you so much for staying till the end and till the next moon phase. Namaste.